Well, hello my beautiful Aries, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your full moon reading. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful that scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. If anyone claiming to be me asks you for anything at all, money, e-gifts or donations, it is not me, it is a scam. I do not have Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon, so if anyone contacts you on those platforms, it is a scam. Please report them. Okay, keep your wonderful selves safe. Now, this is your full moon reading. Apologies, it's a little bit late. I just couldn't read on the full moon because it was just too heavy, the energy. It was so clouded, I just couldn't see. Okay, so, but this reading is, the energy is good for the next 6 weeks, so it's not really late, but I just wanted to get them out before the moon, but I couldn't, so I had to leave it there. But this is the thunder moon, okay, and that energy will last with you for the next definitely week and a half, but the energy from this reading will be 6 weeks. But the thunder moon is a time for explosive conclusions and clearing the air. It allows you to make way for a new chapter. It also enters Aquarius, signaling an unpredictable and rebellious energy. That is not something that is unusual to you, Aries, because I always feel like you're wonderfully unpredictable and rebellious. That's what I love about you. So you will be embracing that inner rebel even more. It also asks you, how do you express yourself in social situations? And asks you, are you integrating, your wonderful self, or are you, how do you, withhold in certain situations too. But it says here, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, so if you've been through the ringer, Aries, it's all coming to a conclusion. But also, just so you're aware, it's also called the buck moon. And that's when, male deer, they grow antlers. And that's when they step into maturity and they are now equipped with the tools to fight for whatever it is that they want to achieve. Okay, so I feel like your willpower, your determination is going to help you become very successful or use this energy to build upon whatever it is that you've already got. It's about stepping into your creative power. Now it says meditate and contemplate. Okay, so make sure your plans, your dreams, your goals, they have a grounded energy about them. It says a time to give rather than take. Okay, so give it all you got, Aries. There's no time like the present. What do you need to release? Is there anything holding you back from achieving whatever it is that you want? And definitely, I was feeling this, emotions are running high. Okay, so you will definitely feel emotionally a little bit uncertain in the next week and a half. Actually, there's been a lot of uncertain energy coming around recently as we approach that full moon, but that should dissipate round about a week and a half's time. Okay, thank you so much, spirit guides, guardian angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know for their highest good? What are they meant to see? So first of all, we have justice. Okay, so something is coming to a conclusion. Some good karma coming here. High Priestess is very important because you feel like something's not right, but you're trusting your intuition on it. Oh my gosh, you got a lot of energy of intuition happening here, Aries. Oof, they want me to go 2 more, which is so unusual. Oh, there they are in this position. But we got the Devil card, so something obsessive happening here. We got the Strength card, and we got the Death card. You're putting an end to this. Okay, that's good. I'm glad it's in that position. Now, the Justice card indicates solution. You are hell-bent on finding the truth and nothing but the truth. But you're also set with, you've got something to basically decide. You got to make a decision on something. The Justice card means your future actions will be changed by the lessons or the decisions you make in this present moment. It will be a win-win situation for you. This is the law of cause and effect, and you're actually using it to your advantage because this is your protagonist energy. There may be a conversation, something left unsaid that you really want to discuss with somebody, but I feel like it may be something that's quite difficult to say. I feel like you will say it, even if your voice shakes. Okay, Aries, I really feel like you will open yourself up to this. Be mindful of an eye for an eye, because they're really showing me this eye for an eye energy in this card. They don't normally show me that, but they're just asking, they're mentioning diplomacy is what they're giving me here. But the Justice card indicates something you are trying to achieve. I feel like you want the truth, but you also want fairness and equality for all. Okay, I feel like you will make a decision in this. So if, for example, you're dealing with law courts or contracts, you know, I feel like you are pursuing the truth and you're making some decisions that will affect your future. Pay close attention to any contracts you sign. Make sure you read the small print, all of those things, because you don't want any nasty shocks in the future. That's what that Devil card is here, okay? So just be mindful of that. And they just said a sentence to me, really interesting, and I haven't heard this in a long time, but they said, the pen is mightier than the sword. The pen is mightier than the sword. So if you feel like you're about to do battle with someone, or you feel like someone's there's a lack of accountability, or you're in dispute with someone, or you feel someone has been dishonest to you, the pen is mightier than the sword. So they're indicating, get those feelings out. Tell that person how you feel on paper, or maybe even use that pain to gain, you know, by sort of cathartically putting it down, and either, you know, using that energy to write a book or about your experience of this situation. Or there's something here that you mistrust, because the High Priestess is in the resistance position. You may feel a little bit blocked, or you may have felt a little bit blocked in your intuition recently, but what they are indicating here is that you will trust your intuition, and it will be bang on point, okay? The High Priestess says there's some sort of secret or something below the surface, maybe even something that you've been repressing, okay, that you don't want released to all. So I'm going to pull a quick card on this and see what it feels like. There's something that needs a little bit more investigation. I also feel like, ooh, there's the breakthrough. It's a conversation, something left unsaid. We got the Ace of Swords here. There's a breakthrough, and a successful one at that. It means you're going to see things clearly. So wherever you've been clouded recently, Aries, you're going to see things very, very clear. And I feel like it's for your highest good. As you can see, the crown chakra is wide open, which means there is deep knowing in this situation. So something that intuitively you may have seen the red flags, or you may have deeply known something with your intuition, but you may have ignored it or blocked it for whatever reason, and now you may be kicking yourself. But I feel actually you're going to find a solution to this situation, because I feel like that's what you're hoping for, solution, and that's what you're going to get. Okay, this is the challenge position, meaning you're actually going to turn this energy around for the better. Now, we had the Moon card, so that is about uncertainty, but it's also about illusion shedding away. I do feel like there's hidden opportunities headed your way, which are really quite exciting. The universe is working behind the scenes to bring you good karma, and I feel like you're in search for it, and the universe is going to bring you it. But you may be a little bit guarded, okay, because that Cancerian energy there of the moon, as you can see, the pincers there, it's almost like you're ready in that fight or flight mode, ready to protect yourself, but also ready to sidestep anything that shows up. So I feel like you're being flexible, which is really wonderful. I feel like it's almost like you've got an extra set of eyes there looking out, okay? So I feel like you're being extra cautious, but you're using your intuition on something. Now, I got to pull a card on this Devil, because it is hidden between the moon and, oh, they just said the moon and the deep blue sea. I was going to say the Strength card, but they said hidden between the moon and the deep blue sea. So I don't know what that's from. Maybe that's something you said just before I said it. So please take it as it resonates. I mean, the deep blue sea, when I think about it, is depth, hidden emotions. It is you know, things under the surface. So maybe it's you going deeper, and you're looking at maybe patterns that you may have found yourself in. This is the unified position. So they're indicating something here. Either the unseen, you're obsessing about uncertainty, which is not really like you, Aries, but maybe something has been thrown up recently that you're like, not really sure about this. You may be obsessing about a court case or some legalities or contracts or something new in your world. The Devil card indicates, as you can see, that mask is being taken off. So I feel like there's a fight here to disconnect from something that maybe you feel is controlling you, or is in some way holding you back, or you are there's a constraint here that is actually an illusion. It could be fear. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a quick card on that Devil card before we move forward. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, God, Angels. Can you please? How would you like to receive? The Queen of Swords. This is something that's not being said. This is either someone who's being dishonest to you. There's a lot of overthinking or unkindness going on here, or someone was I mean, the Queen of Swords is very sharp energy. Someone, they're indicating that it could be boundaries, that your boundaries are not as high as they should be when it comes to either people or situations. So if you feel like people take advantage of you, and this is something that is a pattern that is reoccurring, I feel like you may be trying to disconnect from that energy. Because the Queen of Swords, normally in the upright, is someone who's got very strong, healthy boundaries, someone who can, is, really good at speaking their truth, has clarity of purpose. And I feel like you've got clarity of purpose and you've got good intention and you're aligning yourself with understanding, but there's maybe something that you don't quite understand, which whether it's a person, you're like, why are you acting like this? Why are you not telling me the truth on something? Or why are you hiding something? Or what is going on here? I feel like there's a big question here, but it could be that you're looking at your boundaries, healthy boundaries with people. So for example, if a work situation is toxic and they're always asking you to go above and beyond, but never, paying for you to go above and beyond, or you're not receiving any not even a pat on the back to say, you know what, you're doing a job well done. Now, you're not seeking that, but it would be nice. I feel like there's something that needs to be addressed here with that Devil card. The Strength card indicates you're exhibiting a lot of patience, but you're overcoming obstacles, and you have you're respecting yourself and you're loving yourself, and that's why I feel like whoever is trying to pull one over on you, or there's some sort of unsure energy here, I feel like you're having the courage to address it. That's what I feel here, and put a stop to it, because the Death card says the end, new cycle. It says, this needs to be transformed. This needs to change. So when you get the Death card, it basically reminds you that anything that is old or familiar or is making you feel stuck in a rut or holding you back, it needs to be released to make way for something greater. As you can see, there's a lot of pain there, that's that tear, and those two snakes. Now the two snakes basically mean renewal or rejuvenation, but as you can see, this figure there is holding on to the other person who clearly wants to get away. So I feel like you are trying to get away from something, you're ending something, and you're listening to your guides in order to change the way things have been going, because you felt a little bit disconnected recently. Also, they're indicating with that High Priestess, if you've disconnected from things like spiritual practices, meditation, or praying, or I don't know why they give me praying. I don't really address religion in my readings, but they just gave me that, or some sort of traditional way of like cosmic ordering, spirituality. If you've moved away from source recently, they're indicating to reconnect, okay, and that have a conversation with your guides about what it is that you would like help with, or release, to release for you. Now, interesting, they're giving me a film. Whoa. I can see why they gave me this film. So they gave me the film Shawshank Redemption. Okay, that's about prison, right? Shawshank Redemption, prison. Okay, so you're feeling pretty stuck in something here, in your waiting, because you're going to get a bit of a surprise from the universe, that's for sure. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the Fool card. We got the Eight of Swords, which is they want me to go with two more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Woo, I'm loving that energy. You got a Nine of Cups. That cancels it all out. Thank you so much, Spirit Guide. The energy is quite bumpy for the moon readings. That's why I've done yours just one day after, because it got clouded. I couldn't see. So here we go. Now, if you've got Aquarius in your chart somewhere, Aries, I feel like this is unpredictable, kind of bumpy energy that brings out a lot of rebellion. This is the unified energy. This is the resistance, and this is your protagonist energy. Eight of Swords. You're waiting for something, and it's making you feel a little bit nervous. Okay, maybe even making you feel a bit stuck. Now, the Shawshank Redemption film, I'm not really sure exactly the details of it. I may have seen it like a million years ago, but you may have seen it recently, or that's maybe how you're feeling, that you're just biding your time, being able to do, that I think that person tunnels their way out. They find a way out of their situation, but it takes a lot of time, a lot of willpower, ingenuity, and hiding something in order to, get out. So of something. So please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure how it resonates with your situation, but the Eight of Swords indicates a feeling of being stuck. Now the cage door is open, but this person cannot see, this angel cannot see, and this angel's got wings, so they could fly right out of there, but they're feeling pretty stuck. And when you get an Eight of Swords, it often means self-imposed restriction. But I feel the protagonist energy here is you're trying to release yourself from denial and see things as they truly are, but you haven't quite hit the epiphany moment. So you may be trying to find your way out of something, or you may feel like you cannot actually move right now or do anything because you're waiting for results, or you're waiting for something. The Two of Wands says you're waiting, and you're waiting to make a choice. Now, maybe the restrictions, because of what's going on around the world at the moment, maybe you feel like you cannot do anything because of that. So you may be just waiting for justice to, you may be waiting for laws, rules, regulations to open up before you can actually move forward on something. So the Two of Wands, though, says you do have the whole world in your hands. There's still opportunity. And if you're trying to like buy a home or build a home or move somewhere else, because I feel there's a longing here, Aries, to be elsewhere. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this card, a longing to be elsewhere, almost like you want to be on another planet. It's really weird that I'm getting that energy. You may have even joked with your friends or family recently and said, you know what, all those rich people going to the moon for like 8 minutes, whatever that's about, you may be thinking, you know what, damn it, I wish I could go with them. I'll go to another planet, live elsewhere, because this planet's like really, there's some really awesome moments in this planet, of course, but perhaps you're feeling like the people in charge are, I don't know, making some bad decisions. I'm not here to talk about things like that, but I'm just picking up this energy here, this Two of Wands, which makes you feel like you're waiting, and you just want to get going. Okay. Now, basically, the Four of Cups indicates that there's a new option coming on in here for you, a new outlook, a new direction, but you may not be able to see it yet. I just feel like there's a waiting energy, and you're being protected by Spirit when you got the Four of Cups. So even though it feels like you cannot see things yet, actually there are opportunities for things to be turned around. It's almost like Spirit's working behind the scenes to bring you what you need, because the Four of Cups, Spirit shows up to protect you and to bring you something other. So when you see the Four of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, there's three cups on the floor and a figure on the floor looking at them, feeling pretty fed up, unfulfilled. Spirit guys, could you please give me where? Thank you so much. And they're indicating that Spirit comes on in to offer another opportunity or a new way of looking at something. Sorry. These are really difficult. I don't know why. These are very difficult to handle today. It's so weird. Thank you so much. They said midway. So as you can see, the hand comes out of the cloud with the cup, which is more fulfilling than anything that you've ever known. So whether this is in love or career or in friendships, if you've been feeling stuck on moving forward on something and you feel like there's been some sort of injustice, or you feel like there's been corruption at the bottom or a lack of accountability, or someone's been unkind or dishonest to you, they're indicating that there is a new way of thinking of this. And actually there's something that's like a conversation that's coming on in that allows you to have a new start. I feel like you're going to get exactly what you want in the end, but I feel like there is a painful conversation, or it's almost like there is a sadness before there is a happiness. That's the way I'm getting it. Okay. The Fool card indicates taking a leap of faith, coming out of a comfort zone. And you may have been feeling a little bit cynical recently, or losing hope in a situation, and you may have been unprepared for this level of anxiety, or maybe unprepared for having to wait on something. And Spirit says, don't worry though, because you're being given an opportunity to take a risk, come out of a comfort zone, and start anew. Now, when you get the Fool card, it basically says, have faith. Anything is possible. And I feel like you're starting to learn that you can approach things in a different way, and things just that even seem really impractical just really work out for you, Aries, because you have clarity of intention. And I feel like what you think about, you truly do bring about. But I feel like you're getting justice, good karma, because you've had I feel like you've gone through the ringer recently, and I'm sending you a huge hug there. So we got a Three of Swords now. Okay, Three of Swords is a very painful energy. Now, this may be someone from your past or someone that you tried to disconnect from, because we've got a Six of Cups there. A Six of Cups is a nostalgia card. So you may be looking back to the time where you were hurt by somebody, that you didn't trust this person. This person may come back on in. There may be a return here because they're showing me a boomerang. So whenever they show me a boomerang, that means something's just come right back around to you. Now, this could be an opportunity that you felt like you missed out on. You know, maybe you were grieving an opportunity, a job opportunity, or and it's coming back around. What is meant for you, Aries, will never pass you by. And they're indicating that, even though we have a Three of Swords, it teaches us boundaries. As you can see, this person is like deep in the woods there, where this person is being ripped to pieces by all of the thorns, and you know, they've got 3 arrows. They know that they've come so far, and they have to be cautious now as they proceed. So I feel like if someone's coming back around to offer you an opportunity from your past, you may be a little bit cautious about this, because you know that this person is either unreliable or keeps you waiting, or is one of those people who say, you know what, I got a great opportunity for you, or and it never comes to fruition. It could be a love situation where someone comes around and says, you know, I miss you, I love you, I want to be with you, and then nothing ever comes of it, okay? Because I feel like there's a wistful energy. Someone is yearning to be back in your world, and I feel like you may get caught up in that energy of, it's nice to reminisce, but at the same time, let's recognize what really happened here. Let's not distort the truth as to what happened here, because I feel like someone wants to find a solution with you. Okay, I'm going to pull a quick card on that energy. But the Tower energy, I mean, you got all the very powerful change cards. Okay, you got the Devil card, and you got the Tower card, and you got the Death card. Okay, so major changes happening here for you. High Priestess. So your intuition is key. Okay, whatever it is you found out, or you mistrusted, your intuition will actually guide you. And I feel like the High Priestess card reminds you to trust in your higher wisdom, that you just know. You just know, trust the vibes, okay? Aries, if there's something you mistrust, trust the vibes. Page of Swords, yeah. I mean, the Page of Swords in the reverse energy is, you know, you may feel like someone is bad news. Or if you're going through a court system, this may be a legal issue that you feel like is not going your way. Or you may feel like, you know, you should have protected yourself against something in terms of tax, or, you know, tax issues, you know, or you should have investigated something more before you went forward, or, you know, before you signed on the dotted line or something. They're really indicating, be mindful, especially if you're signing contracts, because you don't want any nasty surprises, okay? Because it will set you back. You may have to go back around again, whatever that means for you, okay? But I really feel like you got the Tower here, which basically means surprise. Something is crumbling. You're letting something crumble. You're letting something go. Because if you hold on too tightly, it's just going to cause you more pain and keep you stuck. And keep you, it's almost like preventing you from doing anything else if you're trying to hold on to something that really wants to change. The Tower is an awakening, a very powerful awakening. And it doesn't always have to be a negative surprise, but it basically means a chance to rebuild. Something was not stable anyway, so a paradigm shift comes along to bring that sudden upheaval. And if you felt like you were in a prison going round and round in circles, this is an opportunity for something greater to take its place, for you to rebuild. It may be unexpected, but it is a positive transformation. Just keep your eyes wide open for anything that you're trying to hold on too tightly to keep in your world that really isn't meant to be there, okay, Aries, because it may be holding you back in some way. Oh, the Devil card. They're indicating exactly that. Look at that. We got the Devil card, and we got the Six of Swords. So they're indicating something is controlling you, that is stopping you from moving forward. This is a Six of Swords there in reverse, which indicates being unable to move on, stagnancy. Now, you may feel like there is a pattern or a person or a situation that is holding you from moving forward, and you don't like it one bit. You're trying to find a solution. You're trying to find a way out. Now, you may be finding you may be, you know, keeping information to yourself in order to make a move, to change something, so that you can escape from the situation, or you may be I feel very much like you're trying to detach yourself from this, and your strength, your courage, and your intuition is going to pull you through on whatever this is. for example, you may have done a bad deal with somebody and thought, you know what, this is awful. How am I going to get out of this? You may be seeking legal help in order to move you through, and Spirit is actually going to provide you with a new start. A really positive time is coming for you. In fact, it shows up the exactly way that you want it. So even though you are sort of transmuting some very heavy energy here, the Nine of Cups says wish fulfillment. Whatever your desire is, your achievement of that desire will be met. This is completion, and dreams can come true. So I feel like it's harvest time for whatever it is you're trying to manifest. It's a time of abundance, material abundance, also good health, peace, serenity, hope, well-being, good fortune, all of those things coming towards you. It's a time for blossoming. So I feel like you've been through a very trying time, but it all works out in your favor. Just don't hold on too tightly to anything that causes you pain or makes you feel stuck in a rut. Also, I'm going to read just in terms of love, because this is not really a love or career reading, but I thought I'd just throw in my 2 pence for this. In terms of love, they're indicating there's someone that you may have been waiting for, that you wanted to find a solution with. This person keeps showing up in your world and keeps hurting you. Spirit is trying to protect you from this person. They're trying to block you from this person for a new start, because they feel like this person's not emotionally ready, or not, then vibrationally they're not ready yet. So they're indicating here there needs to be an awakening. Excuse me. There needs to be an awakening here. This person, I feel like it's an end of a cycle with this person from the past, or someone that you separated from. And I feel like don't resist it, okay? Don't deny it, because this person's already avoiding their energy and they're reluctant to change at this time. So it means that you are being blocked but protected from this person at this time. Doesn't mean you can't be with that person and heal it in the future, but at this time there is supposed to be a bit of a separation. And I feel like there's someone new coming on in here for you as well. Someone who's more on your level, someone who is more in alignment with who you are. But I feel like you have to detach yourself first from that past energy. Can you heal the thing with the person in the past? Of course you can, but there needs to be a solution found. There needs to be a conversation. But as I can see here, the only swords that we got going on in this particular energy is the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords, which is anxiety. It's like a stalemate energy. So it feels like you and this person need to come out of that stalemate, stagnant energy, and there needs to be an honest conversation that really shakes the foundations of the relationship, and it may lead to separation momentarily, but you may come back together again, because you got wish fulfillment card, so that indicates you can have a new beginning with this person, and the Fool card. But if you do not want to, there's someone new coming on in. It's going to be a surprise. You meet someone. The universe is sending you someone different through later on. In terms of work, I feel like this could be, something that you really love doing. You may have been waiting for something. So for example, if you went for a job opportunity, you may have been waiting, and you feel like every opportunity that you go for, you're a little bit nervous about it, and it just never goes the way that you'd hoped. I feel like what is meant for you will never pass you by. So I feel like that opportunity, an opportunity is coming back around, and I feel like it's everything you wish for, okay? Trust in the process. Don't hold on too tightly to anything that doesn't want to stay, okay? Because if we're stuck on what we feel is we're missing out on, we'll never actually have our arms wide open to receive what is meant for us. So just be a little bit mindful of that energy. I feel like you get everything you wish for. Really, I do. Okay, and of course you're protected by Spirit, but I feel like things are going to work out in your favor. There may be some sort of new start on the board where you're doing something different than you normally did, but I feel like it's quite exciting, actually. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? So they're giving me a name, which is Nathan. Nathan. So how would you like to receive? Thank you. So if your name is Nathan, or a person you're dealing with is called Nathan, that means there's something in this message for you. If it does not resonate for you, doesn't mean it's not your reading, just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading, okay? Aries, we got number 50, No Place Like Home. Okay, so let's read from the book. I don't want to tell you anything wrong. Okay, they're giving me a song. And I feel, well, the song, I feel like it's Annie Lennox. I mean, it could be the band that she was in, Eurythmics, but I just hear her voice, so I cannot tell you. I'm so sorry. But she's just singing Why. Yeah, maybe that's the chorus. I guess the song, I feel, is Why. Maybe it's called Why. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. But so maybe that's one of your biggest questions at the moment. Why? Why is this happening? Why has it gone this way? Everything's about to change for the positive. So just so you're aware. Sometimes when the word why, sometimes we never get the answer to the word why. This is what they're giving me right now. So we can ask why until we're blue in the face, but we may never get the answer. So therefore, that energy is wasted. So they're indicating, ask your whys, but then leave it there, because if you're not getting the answer that you seek, take the power back and change the energy according to the way that you want it. Because if we dwell in the world of why, sometimes we'll always be lost wondering, okay? So that's what they're giving me just now. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. So no place like home. Authenticity, coming home to self, feeling at home, arriving in a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known to you and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is starting to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. The relationship message is lovers, friends, and companion animals are all at home in your life right now. You are starting to be in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity now. Be home in this relationship. Together you add to the love of the world. Prosperity message is, when you act in an authentic way, you command the world to reflect back to you exactly what is in your highest good. Your business choices, the investments you make, and the creative projects you immerse yourself in are powerfully on point. Why? Because when you are fully yourself, radically accepting everything in your journey to date, both successes and failures, you will see the divinity in all things. Abundance is a natural progression when you experience this kind of authenticity. So, as you see the Justice card, you are leading with truth, integrity. You want to find a solution that is fair and balanced for all. So powerful energy for you, and exactly the way that you want things to go, it will show up in your world. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Light Angels. Can you please guide? Ooh, wow. They just threw out a surprise trinket as well. So we got a little rag doll here. So this is a reminder to have fun. Okay, life is meant to be fun, even though it doesn't feel like it right now. They're indicating here, remember that childlike spirit. We're all in grown-ass bodies. We're paying bills, we're spinning all the plates, trying to do a job, trying to make our way in the world, trying to do what is right from our perspective. And the ragdoll reminds us that we are all that little inner child. We all have hopes and dreams that we want to achieve. And, we all get our little ego bruised occasionally as well. But remember to have fun and embrace that childlike spirit. Because once you start to raise your vibrations and, imagine a beautiful world, things start to change in terms of frequency, and you start to attract things that are on your frequency, things of goodness. Like attracts like. So they want you to remember that energy. They want it on the 9 of Cups, actually. Interesting. And we also have a fish. Now, whenever we get a fish, it connects to the Pisces energy, but also there's a little surprise in that fish's mouth. So they're indicating a real gem is just going to come from you by surprise. They just said the deep blue sea again. So yeah, it's like that uncertainty energy. Just from nowhere, there's going to be a surprise that really is quite exciting. Emotionally, it's going to be very fulfilling. It's like a gem that comes your way, an opportunity, and a very powerful change. So wonderful energy. They want me to put it on the 9 of Cups also. I'll leave it there, my beautiful Aries. I hope something resonated in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me. Just as I was talking, they were showing me a skipping rope. So either you're skipping as you're listening to this reading, or you just bought a skipping rope, or you can see someone skipping. Please take it as it resonates. Or maybe you're committing yourself to a new health regime, perhaps, if that's not you. I'll leave it there. Depends on how it resonates with you. This reading is a little bit different than usual because it's the moon reading. I'll be back to my usual ones in the next couple of days. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aries. Love and light.